What is happening, y'all? SpOrder here with back to more Bloodborne, and we are going to drop down into this hellish pit with all of these enemies. So these guys are pretty weak to thrust, but they will also inflict rapid poison on you, which is not good. It's poison that does, obviously, it's poison that ticks rapidly, so it does a hell of a lot more damage than regular slow poison does. So right. There's the rune. Okay, so there was that rune right there, the Stunning Deep Sea. So the Stunning Deep Sea increases your rapid poison resistance. Now this is actually very good. We will probably use this rune later if we go back. So right here, we can drop down. We have no choice but to drop down right here. Now, we do have to watch out for this giant, because he will be throwing rocks at us and shit while we are down there. Actually, let's go take him out, so we don't have to deal with him. So now the best way I found to deal with this area is to roll. Ooh, I just barely managed to get that. Yeah, okay. So let's go take out that giant. And then there's another Skitters right here. So we're gonna take out Mr. Giant. We're gonna utilize, this shortcut is actually very handy, the one that we just knocked down. So we're gonna utilize that shortcut quite a bit. Makes it to where you don't have to go through the entire area all over again. I always get my area mixed up here. And these headstones, I hate these headstones. Now these guys are weak to fire, so. Oh no. I did not mean to drop down with this guy. But it's okay, we can come back up later. So we will kill these enemies. Come on over here, big boy. So now these big ones will, they have a pretty good opportunity to stun lock you, so kind of dangerous. Alright, so we're going to go back into here. Now there's another giant over here that's throwing rocks at us again. Seems to be the theme of this area, just absolute bullshit. Oh no. Alright, so we're going to kill these enemies. And I don't know why they don't get hit by the rocks. They definitely should. It's disgusting. Now, you can get inflicted with rapid poison and slow poison at the same time, so kind of have to be careful with that. Ow. Will you die? goodness. I hate these enemies so much. Yeah, these guys are obnoxious. Fighting them in the swamp when you can't really dodge is like basically a death sentence, so you don't want to do that. Now, as you can see, these guys are actually really good for farming cold blood. They will drop cold blood quite a bit. I believe the ranges are 4 to 6, so not only are they pretty good for echoes, but you can also farm them for cold blood if you're in need of that. There's not really any purpose to this. I guess this is just to see that, oh, there's an enemy that's going to ambush you there. So, and now what we are going to do is we're going to do one of my least favorite things. So we're going to roll through the swamp all the way to those giants. I always feel like I'm going to run out of antidote when I come here. Oh, there's another Skitters. Can we sneak up on this guy? Looks like we can. So that's good. I didn't know you can sneak up on those. So there's another one over there throwing rocks. Bunch of bullshit in this area. Alright, clear deep sea rune. So clear deep sea is slow poison resistance. So we now have 3 runes that can increase our poison resistance. So this is pretty good if you really are having a tough time with the poison. Yeah, come on. You can crawl over here. I am not fighting you in the poison. Come on. Ay. Alright, so I'm gonna grab this item. Oh no! Oh man, that was close. So now him standing in that poison, these guys will actually get poisoned and die. They are not immune to poison, so. So we're not going to kill those 2 enemies if I don't have to here. Cold Blood Flower Bud? That is a Chalice dungeon material, so we're not going to use that. There's another Skitters. Oh my goodness, there's so many. Grab this. So now back here, we're going to try to basically take out a bunch of these enemies. Oh no. Oh my goodness, stop that, you stupid thing. Fucking asshole, dude. So there's another Skitters that's rolling away from, or running away from us right now. Alright, now here's a good spot to stop and lure some enemies over here. So we have our pebbles. As you can see, we're on dry land right here, so no need for poison to be inflicted. Come on over. Don't know if this will work. This will definitely work. So, oh man, the big Skitters are getting away. Ouch. Ow. So as you can see, they will attack. And that can actually hurt quite a bit. Alright, so we got the big Skitters. And we're gonna reload for the smaller ones. Oh, no. We are not dying to you guys. Dying down here is actually really... it's a pain in the ass. So here we have one of my most feared and hated enemies. So there's actually... it's called a winter lantern. So over here, so what we need right now is we need sedatives. Do I have any sedatives? I have no sedatives. Really? So we need to make sure we're topped off because our frenzy is probably... yep. Frenzy ticked on us. So as you can see, we took a ridiculous amount of damage right there. So we are actually finally done with this area. So we can bold Hunter's Mark out. Because I really don't want to have to roll back through all of that. And I have 0 blood vials left, so... and I really need to buy sedatives here. So I'm gonna... go back to the Hunter's Dream. So the sedatives are pretty good. They will, it's basically like an antidote, but for frenzy. So they will stop your frenzy buildup. And I don't have any sedatives that I can buy. Okay. That's gonna be fun. Alright, so in the meantime we can spend our echoes.
Very well.
We're gonna get as much vitality as possible, so 25 vit. That's actually really good. So we're going to equip some certain runes here. We haven't touched our runes in a while. So we're gonna take all of these off. And we're going to put max stamina 15%, is actually not bad. But instead of Communion 1, we can actually have Communion 3, so we're gonna put that on. And then we are going to do, where's our Frenzy Resistance? There we go. So we're going to add our Frenzy Resistance rune. Because we have another, those enemies are called Winter Lanterns. So we're gonna have to deal a bit more with those. And we're going to add Slow Poison Resistance as well. just for this area. I really don't like this area. So as you can see, our bars are much higher than they were before, so that's good. So we are in the frontier? No. Ah, here we go, the Nightmare Headstone. So we're in the Nightmare Frontier. And all those little skitters, I'm not worried about them. It's the big skitters that I'm really worried about. We will end up with plenty of regular and twin bloodstone shards toward the end of the game, so we definitely don't need to worry about those. Alright, so coming over here, this is actually an area that we skipped, and let me make sure I do not have any Bold Hunter's marks. Alright, well, change of plan, we're gonna go buy some Bold Hunter's marks. Because that would have been really bad. We're gonna go spend our 15,000 echoes on Bold Hunter's marks so we never run out. Let's see here. Bold Hunter's Marks. Ooh, they're expensive. Alright, so we can buy 13 Bold Hunter's Marks. So, yeah, we're gonna go back to the Nightmare Frontier. And I'm pretty sure I have to re-equip those since I ran out before. I do. So the reason that we went and bought Bold Hunter's Mark specifically, and so we've already done all of this this down area. So what we're gonna grab, so there's actually, so as you can see, there's these sparkles down here. This way to witness a miracle. That's actually a note left by Patches. So this one, so all of these little coins that you see, these are the shining coins. This is what they look like. So there's that piece of loot right there. So basically he's luring, Patches is luring us to that loot. So we're gonna go grab, our hunter's gonna see about what that loot is. And Patches is gonna knock us down into the swamp. Because he's an asshole. And right now, we're going to Bold Hunter's Mark out. Because, like I said, we've already done all of the stuff in this area, so. And now we can go grab that loot. And I'm pretty sure it's nothing important or nothing special, but we can grab it anyway. More fire blood gemstones. That might actually be better than the one I have equipped currently, so we're gonna have to check our runes, or I'm sorry, check our blood gems later. so now we can grab the loot. He can't knock us down twice. So first things first is we are going to take out this giant. Yeah, fuck you, giant. Alright, so now we can fall down after him. And so now we've already finished all this area. We grabbed all the loot here. So we are going to skip as much of this area as possible. Man, and even with our poison rune, we still got poisoned, so. Alright, so we don't need to kill these enemies. And we are going to actually equip, make sure nothing's following us, we are going to equip our Frenzy Resistance set. So our highest Frenzy Resistance set right now, I believe, is Graveguard. We don't have anything else yet that will give us... Oh, Ash and Hunter. Never mind. $26, $28. So we're really trying to... And our Hunter's trousers are just fine. And we look like shit, but that's okay. Basically, we just don't want to die to Frenzy. So there's another Winter Lantern right there. And this is actually a trick that I saw somebody else do. So we can pop a blue elixir and then walk. And the Winter Lantern won't actually see us. So it won't inflict any frenzy buildup. Now these things are... I don't like the look of these things at all. So we can basically pop a blue elixir, and our frenzy is gonna keep ticking up. Is it gonna stop? It will stop. Barely. And there is... I don't think there's anything over there. There is a big Skitters right here. So we have our first 2 chunks. Well, we already grabbed 1 chunk earlier, so we have our... we have our first 3 chunks now. So what we can do is we can actually upgrade our Ludwig's Holy Blade to +7. So that's very good. So we can grab this loot, and then down here there's more Poison Swamp. We are not going to drop. That's a fall that you take quite a bit of damage from, and it's just not fun. So there's another Skitters right here. So that singing, that's another Winter Lantern. More Lead Elixir. I've never really found a use for Lead Elixir. The one thing I might suggest using them for is like the Executioners if you're having a hard time with the parry. But for the most part, I find most things pretty easy to parry. So. And there's more Skitters in this area, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so there's one right... Oh, he's trying to disappear. Alright. I hear one. No! Alright, we got it just in time. Oh my goodness, our poison level. We are so close to being poisoned. Okay. So, we have this area over here. That's more poison swamp. We're gonna ignore that for right now. We're gonna come back. We're actually getting a shortcut right now. So there's another enemy up here. Sorry about that, had to sneeze. So yeah, there's nothing over here anymore. There was just that one enemy. But up here, there's actually a shortcut that we can grab. So this is really good. This basically lets us skip the first area entirely. So what this is this is that spot where we grabbed the lead elixir from initially. So right up here is that enemy that we normally kill, and over there is the lamp. So this is a really, really nice shortcut. It's actually a shortcut we used to do the boss in this area. So we're gonna come down here. We're gonna try to kill as many of these outside of the poison as possible. Oh man! Ay ay ay! Stop that! Die! Disgusting. So there's this one. Alright, so we're gonna come back through here, and again, this is gonna be a lot of rolling. Now, we do have to kind of be careful. As you heard earlier, there's a winter lantern in this area, so we definitely don't want to take a ton of poison damage and get hit with frenzy, and it's just like I hate this area, it's not a fun time. And you need to stop that. So the winter lantern is actually back in there. And they will try to grab you, so we definitely don't want to get grabbed right now. So we're kind of topped off, so we can roll into this. Perfect. So that was actually really good. So one good thing about the winter lanterns, if there's anything good at all about them, is you can actually get some really good blood gems off of them. Like arguably better than the chalice farm. So you can get some like really high quality blood gems. There's nothing back here. This is this whole cave system is kind of windy. Bunch of loot tucked away in areas back here, so. First kin cold blood. Now that's I believe that's 20,000 echoes. So that's a lot of echoes when you pop one of those. So now this area, there's a bunch of enemies, bunch of these enemies in here. So we gotta be careful. Alright, that was good. Here we can pop an antidote. Wait for our poison to fully go away. Alright. So we are finally done with this area. As far as I know, there's no more skitters in this area or anything. There might be one on the way to the boss arena. That's actually the boss arena up there, so that's where we're gonna go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the shortcut really quick. We're gonna spend our echoes before we do this boss, because this boss can actually get pretty hectic. Yeah, it's pretty... It's a kind of a challenge. I really don't like this boss. But doing this boss fight can actually get you some pretty good stuff, so... And if you're going for platinum, you definitely want... This is one of your required bosses, so... You need to do this boss. And now we can finally take off our terrible looking set. Perfect. Now we look like a proper hunter again.
Welcome. Very well.
Get more vitality. So as you can see, we're getting 32 points out of each point in vitality. But when we get to 30, we actually get significantly less. We get like 25 or like 20. So that is what's known as the soft cap. So we can upgrade this to +7 because that's what we're going to be using. Let's go ahead and repair. And let's look at those gems that we picked up. Alright, so we have this. Physical attack down. I'm sorry, physical attack up. Weapon durability down. What's our durability? Oh, 250? Yeah, that's really good. So, fire attack up 6.3. Physical attack up 7.3. What is this? Physical attack 5.4. Doesn't really look like there's anything better as far as that goes. And then this so that's still less damage. Let's look at here. And it doesn't look like we have anything that can go in this just yet. So we got that one good gem. We got that cursed blood gem that we picked up from the Winter Lantern. So that was good. And now we can actually change our runes. So we're going to keep Communion. Communion is good. We're not really going to get very many visceral attacks here, so we don't need that. Now, anti-clockwise metamorphosis, 10% stamina is actually really good. So we're going to do that. And then, let me see here. Max health isn't bad. This boss does a lot of physical damage reduction, but physical damage. So we might do that. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And, ooh, we are way over time right now. I just realized that. Alright, so we're going to wrap things up here, and we're going to kill this boss in the next episode. Thanks for stopping by.